Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another of my reaction videos. So today I'm going to be reacting to the new episode of Death Battle which just came out, which is Steven Universe versus Star Butterfly. I've been waiting for this one for a while. We knew that this one was coming for a while because we knew that Steven Universe was coming to Death Battle, and we pretty much figured it was going to be Star Butterfly as Steven's opponent. So I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while now. I personally don't know the most about these characters. These are probably the characters that I know the least amount in terms of the Death Battle Season 8 combatants so far, but I'm still really looking forward to this one. I think this one is going to be really good. In general, I think that Star is probably going to win this one just because it seems like a lot of people are leaning more towards Star because a lot of people buy into the universal scaling, or at least something similar to that, which is something that I want to, buy into as well. At least that's something that I'm leaning more towards. But I know this one is very evenly split across, the Death Battle community, and who knows, Death Battle Death Battle probably knows these characters better than I do. So as long as they, give their reasoning and it makes sense to me, it's justifiable, then I'll probably be alright with it. So I'm in general, I'm just really looking forward to a really good animated fight and, learning new things about new characters. And yeah, that's really it. So without further ado, let's get to watching.
Is sponsored by Full Sail. Full Sail University.
Let's just skip this a bit.
Alumni are always able to visit Full Sail.
Okay, we'll go from here.
/Death Battle. That's fullsail.edu/.
Yes, I see. Also, link in the description to the original video. Make sure to go support the official release.
Steven Universe, a superpowered half-human, half-gem teenager.
Yep.
And Star Butterfly,
Steven Universe from Crystal Gems.
From another dimension. They've both struggled with their responsibilities to save the world, but when pitted against each other, whose heroics will triumph? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
But let's be honest, this one should have been hand-drawn, right?
Diamond Authority was an
unless they're saving it for something better, but still.
For their own gain. They're literally diamonds, like shiny alien rock people. As the most powerful of the gems,
I know some of the basics of Steven Universe, but not too much.
Including pearls, amethysts, and others to prepare planets for destruction by the Authority. These armies were trusted to obey. But they had an enemy rock person, Rose Quartz. She'd been living on Earth.
I've seen her around before a lot, yeah.
She was leading her own group of gems in rebellion, the Crystal Gems. To which the three diamonds of the Authority responded by trying to destroy every gem left on Earth.
Damn.
That sounds like overkill.
It does.
But in a huge blast of light, every gem was corrupted or destroyed, except for Rose and her closest gems, a garnet and pearl. She'd managed to defend them all with her
makes
shield.
sense.
Given the light emanating from this attack and its distance, we can estimate it to be over 843 million tenajoules per second of energy.
Calculations already.
Like
wait, they said million tenajoules though. Right? There was no million in that number they show on the screen.
No, like with the W.
I don't know, maybe I missed something.
Well, now with the diamonds rebuffed, Rose was able to settle down, and she even met a human she got along with, Greg Universe. What a badass.
Right.
I wish my last name was Universe. They got along so well that
Boomstick Universe.
Whoops. Rose had to give up her body so their son could be born. True to his heritage, Steven has many gem-related powers. Since when Rose gave up her body to create him, she effectively gave him all of her power as well, including her own gem.
Right,
and
makes sense.
Steven's a stalwart pacifist. This led to him following in her footsteps to defend Earth from the diamonds when they inevitably return. But he's got plenty of ways to defend himself and the others. He can create shields and bubbles to protect.
Oh yeah, lots of shields.
Use bubbles to teleport things away and shapeshift to get bigger. He can also control his personal gravity to float or jump as high as he wants.
He likes to do that a lot.
Fuse with other gems, or sometimes a human.
Wonder
what a fusion between us.
Not sure if I knew we could do that with other humans.
Fusions tend to result in a more powerful entity than the sum of its parts, but I'm not sure that would happen. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, probably not for you two, no.
Sure. Anyway, average Steven is much stronger than an average child. While he doesn't...
Oh yeah, for sure.
Conflict always seems to find him. Like when he's taken on huge monsters or pushed through the G-forces of faster-than-light travel. And when he's in a fight, he combines that crazy strength with awesome speed and agility. He can outrun an alien security system with electric fire and ice attacks.
Nice.
And he's dodged lasers. Even if he can't get away in time, Steven survived an entire temple exploding and taken hits from a bunch of gems, which is huge. I mean, Garnet once punched so hard she could split a mountain. Another gem he's
crap, that's
Lapis,
pretty powerful, yeah.
Lifted the entire ocean into the atmosphere. Boomstick, do you know how heavy the ocean is? No, do you know how heavy the ocean is? The effort required for that would be anywhere from 92 petatons to over 10 zetatons of TNT.
Okay.
Man, that's a lot of water.
10 zetatons, that's like a fifth to a sixth of planet level.
Attacks from the diamonds themselves. Not even Steven's spit could have helped with that attack. Oh, if you haven't heard, his spit can heal people.
I did know about that.
Give plants like fruit humanoid form. Just spitting out seeds from a watermelon has gotten Steven in quite a bind before. That's not gonna pop up and attack me, is it?
No.
Regular watermelons don't attack people, but depending on...
Well, that happened to me once, but just once.
He has varying control over his plant-based life form.
Oh. Thank you, Boomstick.
You gonna eat that? Aside from his spit, Steven's tears have brought people back from the dead. They just turn pink and have powers of their own after. It's weird. Despite not being
I guess that's convenient.
Conflict, Steven's been stuck for a while making the best of carrying on Rose's duty. So his kindness and feelings of responsibility for those around him push him to use those healing abilities whenever he can. He can even mend himself with accelerated healing that lets him fix fractures and minor injuries nearly immediately. And when Steven's knocked out, he can leave his physical body, sort of like a ghost. The drawback is he can't physically interact with anything while he's projecting.
Right.
But when Steven goes to sleep normally, he can possess other people's bodies.
I did know about that too. I did do some research before this fight.
Protecting the Earth wasn't the only surprise Steven's mother left for him. As it turns out, she was never actually Quartz at all. She was, in fact, Pink Diamond, one of the heads of the Diamond Authority.
Yeah.
But despite being sent to Earth to conquer it, she fell in love with the planet, which led her to give up her title and transform into Rose Quartz. All of this was withheld from Steven for most of his life, as Pearl worried how the truth might change him. Oh, believe me.
Yeah, all that protagonist stuff.
On anyone's mental state. And when Steven gets too overwhelmed, he taps into his latent diamond abilities, making everything way stronger and way killier.
And way pinker.
His pink state. He's so fast his perception of time slows to a crawl. His bubble and shield become hexagonal and strong enough to crush other gems. Like when he lost control of his emotions in a fight with Jasper and killed her. He did bring her back to life with his super tears, but that kind of stuff made him think he was a monster, and he basically turned into a pink state Godzilla. But this wasn't
honestly, I don't blame him for that.
All of a sudden, it was the result of a full emotional breakdown after years of stress and trauma. Luckily, his friends came in clutch and it worked out okay. But he still risks becoming a monster if he's ever completely emotionally broken. With the support of the crystal gems,
wouldn't be surprised if we see that in the animation. I think they should put it there.
Personal issues, so hopefully he's not faced with becoming a monster ever again. So that's one less monster to worry about, Tokyo. And since Monster Steven has the same power as his pink state, just with absolutely no control, Steven's still powerful enough to take on anything in his way. Of course, if it was up to Steven Universe, everyone would just be friends.
Yeah.
Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven!
I do kind of want to watch Steven Universe.
When Marco met
it just probably takes a long time.
He thought he was just making
but now on to Star.
From a different place. And he definitely didn't think she'd be a magical princess who'd drag him along for all of her crazy adventures. This girl from Uni, what? Was a little weird.
Really hit with something big there, Marco.
Bringing magic to Earth, she might have brought along a few extras as well. This displaced heir to the throne and defender against monsters was none other than Star Butterfly. To test the real
are you kidding me? Okay, hang on. Sorry. This, like, never happens anymore. That's good cheese.
She may have been backed up by
go away,
generations of magic users before her, and super strong in her own right. But Star wasn't the perfect princess.
Oh no.
She would have been sent to the
she doesn't have the greatest control over her power.
School for wayward princesses, but luckily, Star's parents took one look at that place and decided, no way, she's going to Earth instead. You know,
awesome.
Earth really isn't the best place for her to
really understanding parents.
We're not used to people casually casting spells here.
But that comes with a risk, yeah.
Well, since Star is a Mumin. What the f*** is a Mumin? The people of Muni are called. She's already
yeah, of course. Everyone knows that.
Earth. She survived a blast that leveled the top of Castle Muni.
Yeah.
And use her wings to help her get out of the way in a pinch.
What, those tiny things? There's no way she can actually fly with them.
Not as bad as
At least she can
Namor's.
make a bubble around herself to defend against attacks.
Her butterfly heritage also grants her the Magic Instruction Book. This spell book is incredibly important, as it contains spells created by all the magical rulers of Muni that came before her. And she creates her own spells too, like Cupcake Blast, which fires a beam filled with cupcakes.
Okay,
why not? Get creative when you can.
Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist? Starfish Tsunami? What the hell are these names? I want a Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist. I feel like you could pay for that at like a high-end sauna.
Oh.
Well, they're kind of self-explanatory. Creating her own spells does mean they can pretty much be anything. Take one of her summons, for example, which are effectively creatures reliant on magic to survive.
Yeah, okay.
So what happens when you combine unicorns, stampedes, and war?
Oh, I know this one! Warnicorn Stampede!
Okay, fair enough. I kind of saw where that was going.
That spider's one of Star's self-professed most powerful summons. With
really?
Minigun to boot.
So naturally, she
most
can
powerful
monsters
though. Wow.
with her spells thanks to her magical wand. But she better watch out, because a lot of those monsters want to use it for themselves.
Right.
The wand combined with her training means she has some incredible destructive power.
Oh yeah.
She's blasted apart walls, temples, and a throne room. Her mother even said her wand could blow up a universe, and one of her ancestors did exactly that.
Yeah, Star's ancestor Skywind wanted to make something explode one day.
Yep.
So why not an entire dimension?
I did know about that.
The book we mentioned earlier,
Skywind.
Her experience
that one weird feat.
so her successors would know what to do if they also wanted to destroy a dimension.
Yep.
So Star should be able to do this, since she's known to be an incredibly strong princess, on top of being the heir to the Butterfly Spellbook.
Speaking of destroying,
So they are giving her that power.
A nuclear butterfly blast has wrecked a house.
If I'm understanding correctly.
Her mega explosive crystal laser is powerful enough to obliterate planets. But she just likes to use it to play with cats like a laser pointer.
Star has spells,
but it can break apart planets.
Like her Bunny Rabbit Blast, which she's used to catch up to cars. And one of the monsters she's fought, Meteora, has deflected lightning. Being able to fight on par with Meteora means Star's able to reach speeds over Mach 1000. But if all that wasn't enough for you, once Star went...
Well, that's not quite as fast as Steven, though.
She learned how to access and control her far more powerful Butterfly form.
Yeah.
Now that's a set of wings. I just wish peering into her eyes wasn't like peering into the 9 layers of hell.
It's obviously a stand-in for puberty. Star compared the process of attaining it to, quote, suddenly looking at boys as if they were made of bacon. Like you've never eaten it in your life, and all you want to eat is bacon.
So
it's a bit of a weird analogy, but they're kind of right, I think.
Magical powers?
No, don't eat those boys.
Anyway, through her time
this is so weird.
Fighting monsters and defending her friends, Star's become strong enough on her own that she no longer needs her wand. In fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this magic herself.
Soon enough, though, she realized monsters weren't actually the bad guys, so she started to fight for them instead of against them.
This wasn't a popular decision with humans, but Star
I would imagine
the right choice and followed through. Unfortunately, the fighting continued, and Star realized that in order to truly quell the conflict, she needed to fight magic itself.
So her mother, her great
I think I know where they're going with this.
Meteora all banded together to cast the Whispering Spell in the realm of magic.
This spell is designed to silence or end magic, and when cast in the realm of magic, it destroyed magic itself.
But doesn't that mean she killed all the magical creatures across the different dimensions because they need magic to survive?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
After destroying magic and every magical creature in existence, Star was finally able to bring peace to Muni.
Star had a lot of growing up to do when she was sent to Earth, but she learned to control her powers and led her country to peace.
Are those not lasers? Did she just dodge lasers there?
Now, she's truly grown from her chrysalis
I don't know.
A butterfly.
And if she lost her magic, does she still have her powers? I'd imagine yes. Again, I don't know everything about these characters.
Run the data through all possibilities.
But before we do, it's time to talk about our sponsors.
Nice pictures of them right there. Okay, I'm just going to fast forward through this. I don't want to go too far.
Get all that if you use the code .com. And
okay, I think I'm just going to go from here.
For supporting the show.
But But
right now, it's time for a death battle. Pause. Okay, so talking about this fight, from my understanding, based on what they said, it looks like they are giving Star Butterfly universe-destroying power. Unless I missed something, unless I was talking over something and I missed it, sorry. It seems like they are giving Star Butterfly universe-destroying power. So it seems like she can tap into that. And that is far above anything they said for Steven. They did say, that, like, when comparing to gems, that, you know, the highest number I got was, like, 10, or the whole, like, lifting the ocean or whatever, or all of the oceans or whatever it was. It could be up to, like, 10 zetatons of TNT. It takes about, like, 50 to 60 zetatons or so to destroy a planet, or at least to destroy the Earth. So, you know, that is like, you know, a fraction of planet level. Whereas they say, you know, but we know that Steven can get stronger than that, though, you know, with the diamonds, like his own diamond form, like the pink state and the monster. So I have a feeling they're probably going to go into more calculations afterwards and saying, like, how powerful those things are, because, you know, they didn't really talk about that specifically, but we just know that they're more powerful. But even then, like, Star has that beam that can destroy planets that she mostly just uses as a laser pointer. So even that on its own, you know, would be more powerful generally than what Steven would be at normally, you know, right? Am I getting that right? Assuming, like, just going by their numbers, because again, that's most of what I, you know, am able to go off of right now. So it seems to me that Steven is faster because he was able to dodge lasers, whereas they didn't say anything specifically like that for Star. Maybe they'll bring up something later, I'm not sure. But they both have really strong defenses. They can both make shields. Because Star's own durability, would that be equal to her power output, like with her magical defenses? Because I think her own physical durability probably wouldn't be equal, but if she was able to create like magical shields, would that be equal to her own power output? I'm not sure. But even then, it seems like, you know, Steven would be like at a fraction of planet level or around that in his normal form. And in his other forms, he might get up to planet level and maybe even beyond that. I could definitely see that being the case. But it seems like Star just gets planet destroying power just like with one of her spells. And she also has the power to destroy a universe. And with other characters, she was able to destroy all of magic. Like, I don't know what that would equate to technically in the Star Butterfly world because every universe is different, but I don't know. It just seems like both of them are very versatile. I'd probably want to say Star Butterfly is more versatile. It seems like the big thing Steven has going for him is speed and maybe defense. But in general, I think that that gap in terms of power, at least from what I'm gathering right now based on what they said, that is very much in Star's favor. So I think that Star Butterfly is going to win, but again, as long as they can explain it to me in a cohesive way, I will understand. So without further ado, let's get on with the fight. $650. That's it? And like, this looks okay. I'm not saying the animation looks bad, but I would have much preferred hand-drawn for this.
Oh no! What happened?
Just like for Danny versus Jake.
Sorry, wait, I can fix it.
Oh. Star, you gotta be more careful.
Okay, I think I have a better idea.
What? Okay.
Wow.
I mean, trying to do it as
I'll cheer you up.
you know, as non-violence-y as possible. Star just wants to fight.
Please?
Okay, nice. I'm liking how colorful this is. Pulling out a lot of powers already.
What did sandcastles ever do to you?
I don't know.
I like the banter so far. Animation seems a little janky, not everything is super fluid, but it's fine.
It's alright.
There we go.
Take your time.
Yeah, Steven does have a lot of versatile techniques too. I just think Star would be able to counter them more or less. Ow, that would hurt. Even if you have durability, just getting hit with a shield frisbee, imagine it's not very pleasant. Oh wow, that seemed quick for her, super form. Is that the Warnicorns or whatever? War Unicorns?
What's wrong with you? Just leave me alone.
So now we're getting into the pink state. They become more powerful, and I think we are going to get to the monster one, maybe. There's that guy.
See you later, Pinky!
Like, pink state is still no joke. Oh! I'm definitely gonna have to watch this again to absorb everything. But this is fun.
Goodbye, weird bug girl.
Oh, no, that's breaking through. Oh, but she doesn't need her wand. You can destroy the planet. That's taken out. Yep. Oh! Is that the kill shot? And holy crap! Everything is just dead.
Oh my gosh. I won!
Okay. I mean, I that's kind of what I was expecting.
Don't think she won what she thought she won there. Steven definitely had a better sandcastle.
With Steven's
I'd agree.
healing abilities, Star was definitely between a gem and a hard place initially. And when Steven went pink, made it a whole lot tougher on her.
Oh, yeah.
Since Steven was an alien gem and not technically magic, Star's whispering spell couldn't touch him. But she
I see,
still
okay.
had the advantage at the end. Steven was physically superior, at least to Star's everyday appearance. Star could survive explosions worth a few dozen tons of TNT, but he could match Garnet's mountain-busting might.
Exactly,
However,
yeah.
everyone knows this matchup would rarely ever resolve in fisticuffs. Even with how out there some of Steven's powers were, the sheer versatility of Star's magic was simply not something he was equipped to outmaneuver or overpower.
Yeah.
His laser feats mean he was faster than Star in her lightning feats, but Star's butterfly form and transportation magic meant she had plenty of ways to work around that.
I see.
Not to mention, she mastered
That makes
her
sense.
superpowered bug form, while Steven never mastered pink state. And she didn't even need her wand to go full power, so disarming her meant jack squat.
It is possible Steven could match the power of the Diamond Trio, since Pink Diamond was able to defend against them alone. 843 million tenajoules, or about 2 tenatons of TNT, is certainly nothing to scoff at.
That is way above
Star
planet
had
level.
spells that could destroy a whole planet, and probably even a universe.
Or is it?
Pun intended.
Oh,
She could basically
tenajoules.
one-up
Or I don't
any
know.
level of
I'll have to
power
rewatch it.
Steven tried to throw at her, even if he did go full pink monster mode.
Steven was pushed to the limit and gave it his best, but Star's raw power and her versatile spellcasting were impossible to beat.
Butterfly
Yeah.
on home, Star. You
That's
had a
essentially what it
gem
came
you
down
would
to.
win.
The winner is Star Butterfly.
Some people are going to be really mad at that.
Thank you
But
for
that is
watching.
kind of what I was
Stay tuned.
expecting.
We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week, but you can always get more
So we only have
right
one
now.
more episode until
Right over
half
there.
the season is
And by
over.
downloading
So let's see what it is.
linked down below.
What do we got? That looks like Link, and that looks like Cloud. Okay, so hang on, let's just pause here. We really are going through, you know, the confirmed fighters really fast. This is the last one of the teased combats at the end of Hulk vs. Broly, because it was Cloud Strife. So, honestly, I expected Link vs. Cloud 2, or Link vs. Cloud, the second one, you know, to be like episode 150, which would have been, you know, season 8, episode 11, instead of season 8, episode 8, which is what this upcoming one is going to be. But I guess we're doing it now already. That is going to save more surprises for the second half, which is great. I think that's really cool. I don't know. I guess I just kind of wish they spread them out a little bit more. I don't know. Either way, though, you know, I'm really excited for this one. This was one of the ones that I was the most excited for. And I still am excited for it. I think it's going to be really fun. I think with the updated 3D animation and the updated analysis, I think it's going to be really good. So I'm really excited for it. And yeah, I'll have a prediction on that. It'll either already be out or, you know, it'll be out soon, depending on what happens with this video, with this reaction video. But yeah, I guess I'll leave that for the prediction. But now let's talk about this one. This one I thought was pretty solid. In general, I thought this one was pretty solid. The analyses made sense to me. I think this is one, though, where I'm going to have to rewatch it because I feel like I didn't absorb everything that they said. I feel like maybe I was talking too much, or maybe I just spaced out at some points or something. But I think I need to go back and rewatch this one because I feel like there were some calculations that I really need to rewatch. Like, again, for for Steven Universe, like when they said the whole tenajoules thing, I thought I heard tenatons. Because if they said tenatons, that is way above planet level. But then they started comparing it to Star Butterfly, who had a planet level attack. And they acted like that was better. So maybe it was just tenajoules, because a joule is a far cry from a ton of TNT. Like, I think if I'm getting this correctly, it's 4,184,000,000 joules. That makes a ton of TNT. So that's a lot of joules that you need. So I think I'm going to have to go back and then try and check back with the conversions and the units and everything. And, you know, I'll want to like rewatch, you know, just the analyses in general and rewatch the animation, the conclusion. But in general, just as my first taste, I thought this was pretty good. I did want the animation to be hand-drawn because I think it fits best with the characters. Like with Danny versus Jake, I just wanted this to be hand-drawn. I'm sure we are going to get a hand-drawn fight this season, and maybe they're saving it for something really, really cool, but as of right now, I am kind of disappointed that we didn't get a hand-drawn fight for this one. It seems like they would have to make the active decision to not make a hand-drawn fight for these two because they're already hand-drawn. It's almost like that was the initial decision, like that was the initial starting point, and they're like, oh no, we're not going to do it. We're going to do, you know, 2D animation. So, you know, like, you know, 2D sprites or whatever, like, whatever you want to call it. So, I don't know, that is kind of disappointing to me, but who knows, maybe if they do have a hand-drawn fight, maybe I'll completely forgive them later. But still, it is a little disappointing for right now. I know for people who really like these characters, they probably really wanted to see hand-drawn, and even if there is a hand-drawn fight later down the line, this one is still not going to be hand-drawn. So for those people, I apologize. You're probably not going to get what you want, or you didn't get what you want. But either way, I still thought the animation was fun. I did think it was a little short. It seemed like they were pulling out, you know, their super forms really rather fast. Maybe it was just because everything was so fast-paced and was hard to keep up that I thought it was going faster than it was, but it seemed like it was fairly short to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Either way, though, I still had fun watching it. It seemed like they put a lot of work into the animation with everything that was going on, so maybe just with time constraints, they couldn't make it as long as the others. I don't know. Either way, though, the analyses were informative. They made sense to me, at least for someone who doesn't know that much about the characters. It seems to make sense, and, you know, a lot of you guys probably have your own theories on where these characters should be in terms of power levels and speed and everything like that. But again, based on me, who doesn't know that much about these characters, I personally thought this was fine. The analyses made sense, the animation was fun, the conclusion definitely made sense to me. They brought up a lot of what I was bringing up, and even more things that I didn't even think about. And of course, you know, I did talk about how I thought Star was more versatile, but I didn't want to sell Steven short or anything. He did have a lot of techniques that I don't even think Star would have seen before either. But even then, again, just with Star's power, you know, if you do give Star that power, Steven's not matching that. So I definitely think, I think what they did was fine. I think what they did made sense to me, just in terms of what they decided to do with Star. I know some people are going to disagree, but, you know, if you do disagree, that's your opinion. Obviously, this was their opinion. This is what they went with. So, you know, we'll just have to respect each other's opinions at the end of the day. It's just a video, you know, it's just a web series. But either way, I really enjoyed this video, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Who do you think should have won? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say. If you enjoyed this video, this reaction video, please give this video a huge like. I always appreciate the likes. Comment your comments down below. Subscribe if you could too. That would be amazing. But no matter what you guys do, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, that's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.